In this video, we're going to be talking about tips on what to do if you've been charged with a criminal case in Fulton County, Indiana. About me, my name's Nathan Vining. I'm a criminal defense attorney here in Indiana, and I help people with cases in Fulton County as well as across the state and can answer questions for you about your case if you've been charged in Fulton County, Indiana. So the first thing to do if you've been charged is to understand your rights. If you have had contact with law enforcement and you're charged with a crime, there's a lot of rights that are at play. So you're going to want to look at what happened when you were arrested. Why did the officer stop you if you were driving a vehicle? If they approached you on the street, why did the officer approach you? Did they have reasonable suspicion that a crime was occurring, or did they see some kind of traffic infraction while you were driving? If the arrest resulted in a search, why did the officers do the search? There's certain Fourth Amendment rights that are at play. So you're going to want to make sure that they followed the right process and followed the right procedure if there was a search done, as well as if you were arrested and they're using statements against you, you're going to want to make sure that the statements were properly obtained, that you had your rights read to you. All of that comes into play. So if you've been arrested, you want to make sure that you understand your rights and your rights are asserted. That's something you're going to want to work with an attorney about to see what happened with your arrest and was the proper process followed in collecting evidence that used against you, as well as pulling you over and any of that kind of stuff. So understand and assert your rights. Another big thing, this may seem obvious, but it's know your court dates. It's important to know when you go to court because if you miss a court date, there could be a warrant issued for your arrest, bond could be revoked. But what people may not know is that there's a website here in Indiana, mycase.in.gov. You can go here and see all the different information about your case. So you can search by your name, and there you can see when your next court date is, as well as the history of what's happened in your case and what's been filed. You're also going to want to prepare for your hearings in your case. You're going to want to know when the initial hearing is, what happens at the initial hearing. The initial hearing is the first step in the case. That's where the court will read your rights as well as advise you of what the charges are. Another type of hearing that's typical in a case in Fulton County is a pretrial conference. That's a meeting typically between your attorney and the prosecutor where they go over plea negotiations, discovery issues, and kind of move the case forward. A lot of times those are informal meetings held in the jury room, and then you go in there and you either work the case out, get a plea hearing set, you set it for a trial, or you set another pretrial conference where you have an opportunity to do more discovery, continue negotiations, and then come back in another month or two to work the case out. So it's important to kind of arrive to the courthouse early. You want to dress professionally if you go to court, anything like that. Another important tip if you're charged with a case is to collaborate with your attorney and stay informed. A lot of times somebody hires an attorney, sits back, and then hopes for the best. You want to be engaged in your case. There's a lot of things you can do that can help improve the outcome, and that's kind of in two ways. First, your attorney wasn't there. They don't know what happened that night. So you're going to want to review what happened when you were arrested so you can point out any errors or issues that your attorney may need to explore. And then second, you can do what's known as mitigation in your case. If you were arrested for a substance abuse case or a battery case, you could do a substance abuse program, a battery intervention program. Those kinds of things will put you in better standing with both the court and can be used with the prosecutor to improve negotiations. So you want to talk to your attorney about things you can proactively do to help you with your case. Then you're going to want to also attend all court appearances, not be late, things like that. And again, here's take those proactive steps to strengthen your case. So how can you put yourself in a better standing that can help with negotiations, as well as if you're ever facing a sentencing, improve the outcome when you're going in front of the judge. So here's the Fulton County Courthouse. You can go in there. You want to know where your court is. It's either circuit court, superior court, so you can then get directed to the right place if you go there. So if you have questions about a case in Fulton County, give me a call. I've handled numerous cases there. Would be happy to talk about your situation, what could happen in your case, as well as any questions you have. So here's my number. Call or text. I'd be happy to talk.